Hello, everyone. Terry Lee Harrison from Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters with an amazing guest for you to meet. We are excited to be chatting with Michelle Abraham, and we are going to be chatting about our upcoming Increase Your Influence, Increase Your Impact online summit. But Michelle is amazing, and I totally want you to meet her. So, Michelle, welcome. So glad you're here.
Well, thank you, Terry Lee, for having me. I'm super excited to, one, be a part of the summit, and two, to be here tonight with you.
Oh, it's just so great, just so great. So when you all get to know Michelle, you're going to realize the value that she brings to business owners, and especially for those of us who are wanting to get the word out about what it is we do. She has an amazing program, and her platform and how she helps business owners level up in the world of podcasting is just stunning. So Michelle, one of the things that I love about you is the uniqueness of where you live. So I'll let her tell you, but this is what I know. I believe she has to get into a boat to go over to her mailbox. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay, so tell us more. It sounds so fun. I said one day if I show up at your door, you're going to know that I do a lot of work to get there.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm like, if you show up at my door, I will welcome you in. You can stay for a week because it would have been an adventure.
Awesome.
I live on the Sunshine Coast of BC, and we were fortunate enough to be able to sell our everything that we owned in the city of Vancouver. And my husband quit his job of 17 years, and we packed it up with our two little ones in tow that were, I think they were 3 and 1 at the time. And we brought them over to the Sunshine Coast, where my husband's family has 8 acres of property, but we have to take a boat to get from our car to the house. So my son now goes to school, and so he has to take a boat. You have to take him by boat across the lake to get to the school bus, which then takes him half an hour for 40 minutes into school. So when school is in session, that's how we get there. It's pretty fun. It's totally remote, and it's like where everyone has their summer vacation homes and where they go on vacation to. We get to live here all year round, and it's amazing outdoor education for my kids.
That is just so awesome. I bet you everyone, if you're watching, I bet you're like me and you're just like, that is so great. So every once in a while on one of our virtual meetings, she'll like turn her phone or her computer around and show the view. And oh my gosh.
I should have been out in front where you can see. I should have been sitting down by the lake doing this call.
Next time, let's do it. I would love to schedule that and do that on purpose so that I can just, do my thing. So I would love to introduce you to now that we know some of the personal side of Michelle and her beautiful home, let's get to know her a little bit better with her business. So she is an international speaker, a podcast manager. She's the host of the Amplify You podcast. And she is the producer of over 85, I bet there's more, podcasts in the last 12 months. There's more, isn't there?
Oh yeah, we're up over 100 now.
They help produce over 100 podcasts. Wow, that is so amazing. And as you know, she is from it says North Vancouver area, but we get that she lives in just a beautiful spot. So Michelle, welcome. So glad that you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's so awesome to be here.
So it's been such a pleasure getting to know you better through our Team Referral Network virtual chapter. And for me, I've got to see you speak, and I've got to see some of the amazing things that you teach people. So I'd love it if you could just share for our business owner friends that might be watching, just what are some of the top tips that you love to share with people in general, summit or no summit, just what are your top things? I just love to know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. At the summit, I'm going to be talking a little bit more focused on podcasting because that is my thing. I just love podcasting. And it's interesting because the business I'm in now is my third business. And so I was in the fitness industry before, and I had fitness studio and many boot camp locations across our province. And then I moved into having a co-working space that was a little ahead of its time, where everyone didn't know what a co-working space was at that time a few years ago. And now I get to work virtually from wherever we are. And, one of the things that I really value is like that time freedom and making things as easy as possible for yourself. So one of the things I love teaching people is how to repurpose your content. And that is being super efficient with your content, recording a couple of videos at the beginning of the month and using that throughout your social media for the rest of the month. So taking a video and extracting it into a podcast, turning it into blog posts, transcribing it, making it into social media bits, forwarding it to YouTube, getting it into little tiny video clips, putting it on Insta stories and Instagram. And, it's endless what you can do with that little bit of content. If you just sit down and think about it ahead of time at the beginning of the month and roll that out, then you can use it for a lot of like the foundational stuff. And then we get to do fun things like this on top of that. That's not so stressful. We have our foundation of our social media covered for the month with just a few hours of time.
Okay, you really got me thinking on that, because I do know about that, and I do know about, but you know what? We always need to hear it so many times. So I do know about that. But how long do you think like those initial videos in the beginning of the month that you can pull all that out need to be?
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about how you could structure your content, if you were to say give 3 tips like I am right now, each of those 3 tips, right, in a video like we're doing right now, I mean, we're going to probably do like 15, 20 minutes or so, and then it's going to be broken down into 3 individual blog posts, 3 individual podcasts, 3 bigger, longer videos that are about 5 or 6 minutes long. Then each of those tips probably have some little sub things in there too, like little tips that I'm giving right now. So those could also be broken down too. So if you really plan out your content in a strategic way, thinking about what the end game is. I mean, we have clients that go all the way from recording a virtual summit, then turning it into a podcast, part of that interview. The other part of it goes into the virtual summit, and then taking those summit interviews, turning it into a book, turning it into a YouTube series. Like it's just endless, right? So I think really strategically thinking about your podcast, and also remembering that your listeners it's okay to recycle the same few posts over a few times, because just because someone watched episode number 6 or 7 of your podcast doesn't mean they saw 1 or 2, or maybe something that's relevant in conversation today you can bring back and refer up episode 4 again, or you can share episode 6 where I interviewed you, and then you can share it with your audience again. So just finding ways to use what you already have instead of creating more and more and more and more.
So you see me like this, right? And I bet that everyone that's watching is going, oh yeah, because we can always use the reminder. So what did I just tell you? Like I do my free weekly online workshop once a week, right? And oh my gosh, yeah, I can take that and make all kinds of stuff with it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. So I bet that I'm not the only one having Yes, it's not. I'm not the only one having an aha moment. So that's awesome. So was that basically like tip number 1, and we have 2 more tips to go?
Totally, that was tip number 1, and I just love that.
Oh my gosh! I can't. Let's hear tip number 2 then. I'm just like, I'm so glad I invited you here. Yes.
Tip number 2 is I really see my clients in the podcasting space do the best when they have got like a movement or something, and so. And I've seen it in myself too. Like when there's something that you're really passionate about, you're like getting everyone, rallying the troops, getting everyone all excited about it. And you're creating a movement. And when you create something that everyone can get on board with, then you can just like the sky's the limit, right? Like you do at Team Referral Network. Like it's like a movement that it's about, getting people together, and we're all communicating online, and it's people from all over the world, and so it's a movement really, and people are getting on board with that, and they're like, yes, I want to be involved with that. And so whatever you're doing in your business, doesn't matter if it's podcasting or videos or whatever it is you're doing, but whatever your particular business is, one of my favorite things is just think about what kind of movement are you creating, and how can you enlist everyone in your movement to be a big fans and supporters of whatever you're doing.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And you're right. It's when we're passionate that other people want to come alongside us. So that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. Okay. So tip number 3, what is tip number 3?
Yeah, tip number 3 is one of my favorites. And this is something that I struggled with for a long time. And so I know the power of it. When you stay in your zone of genius, which is typically for entrepreneurs, our content creation zone, which ties into like tip number 1 again. We stay in that zone that we love, and then build a team around us for the other areas of our business, staying in our lane, staying in our genius zone. I watched my business just quadruple when I was able to stay in doing the things that I love, like the speaking and the networking and the reaching out and the connecting with people. That is a part in my business that I love, in the content creation. Whereas I don't love doing the editing. I don't love doing the uploading to YouTube. I don't love doing all that other stuff. And so I have a fabulous team that now can do that. So, and we really help our clients clients trying to do that as well in our business. And, this isn't just about podcasting or anything, but it's whatever you're doing, no matter what kind of business you are. If you can stay in that zone, figure out what your genius is, that you're like, maybe you're the visionary and that's your key, or maybe you're the organizer and you need a visionary to get behind, like whatever it is in your business that makes you just super excited, and you're really good at and it comes naturally to you, just stick with that, stick in that zone and let everyone else take care of anything else.
It's so true. It's so true. And then I am super excited because I have someone helping me part-time right now, but I have someone coming aboard full-time June 1st. Oh, I'm so excited, right? Because I know what that means for me. So I'm so with you. Like if we can all, and not everyone's able to do that, but even if we're able to bring on some people part-time to do some of the things, anything that allows us to have more time where we shine is so true. So that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Your tips
like you were, it's like we're on connecting with people all day long, right? And then it's like the follow-up on the other things that, that's so important still, but not like, we just love the connecting part, right?
Yes. If we can keep, the more we can connect. And if we could say, hey, I took a picture of here, this is what we got to send out. Boom, right? We're done. So and we can just connect all the more, right? Or go stop and do the live stream, go stop and do the video, go teach the class, right? It just frees us up. So your tips are invaluable, my friend. I'm so excited. So I have to tell everyone, the minute that we themed this summit to be about increasing your influence and increasing your impact, I knew that Michelle was a brand new virtual team member at the time, but I knew that she needed to be one of our guests because she, inside of this, podcasting is so important right now. And she has so much to share, her expertise. So could you please tell us what you'll be sharing at the summit?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be talking about increasing your influence and increasing your impact through podcasting. And I cannot think of a better way to actually increase your influence and increase your impact. All of our clients have like this big mission they get on, and this is like the best way to amplify your voice, get it out there. Why I'm passionate about it is I'm going to tell you one little sneak bit of my talk. But we're in a time where time and attention is like your hottest commodity that you have, and the most valuable thing a client can give you, or an audience can give you, or a listener can give you. And in podcasting, we get the most amount of time out of any other platform for listeners. So we get about 20 minutes of listening time. That is invaluable, and you can't get that anywhere else. And that's why I'm so passionate about podcasting and what it can do for your message.
So she's going to, I think by the time that Michelle is done at the summit, the listeners that don't already have a podcast, I'm sure they're on their to-do list because we're going to have some action items. We're actually going to do things, Michelle, I don't think you know this, but every day there'll be some type of like homework and action step. And even if it's to announce, guys, I'm starting a podcast, or maybe for some of them, right, that haven't done a video yet. Maybe they're going to go do a video, or maybe part of their homework is they're going to go live or something, right? Just we're going to like take action and do something. We're going to get started, because isn't it true that it's always the first time that it's the hardest, right? Most of the time.
And it's so funny. I was going to talk about that too, actually.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The first time
it's one of those things
the hardest.
You think it's so much harder than it is. If you do it once or twice, good, got it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that, and I have a hunch that there's going to be on a lot of the to-do lists. I think there's going to be some serious. I'm ready to start a podcast, and so that's why it's exciting to be able to have you be part of it. So we have down here below where you can access your free ticket to attend. This is vteamsummit.com. Our event is June 4th through 6th. You're going to hear from Michelle and from 8 other awesome speakers. And they're going to share everything from how to have a winning mindset, to talking to you about getting that book out that you wanted to get out, to follow up. You name it, they're gonna talk to us in ways that we need to hear from, right? Even on our social media content. Each day will kick off at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going for maybe up to 3 hours on those dates, June 4, 5, 6. If you can attend live, we'd love to have you with us. If you need to attend the replay, grab your tickets so you have all the information. We kick off each day with the online global networking event where you're going to meet some of the summit speakers, where you're going to meet some of the other attendees and begin to build connections with like-minded professionals. So it is fun. It is so worthwhile for you, for your mindset, and for your business. And so I think it's fun, effective, productive, and everyone that comes raves. So please, we'd love to have you come to the event, invite your friends. We'd love to see them there. So Michelle, I want to thank you for taking the time tonight to talk to me. It's so good to have this time with you on screen, and I'll look forward to seeing you quite soon.
So excited. Thank you so much for having me, Tara-Leigh. I'm really excited for
My pleasure.
See you guys.
My pleasure. Yeah, everyone take care. Thanks for your time.